So it's, what is this, July 7th, 2018, and we're here at the Pacific Crest Trailhead for the walk into the, is this the Three Sisters Wilderness, I think? And we're going to Charlton Lake tonight, then on to Elk Lake 2 days later, so it's a 3-day trip, 45 miles. Anything to add to that?
We already see mosquitoes, so I got my net.
She's practicing a veil for her wedding,
Yeah.
so, and I'm going to join her here.
It's pretty here. Christine and her veil. So far the mosquitoes haven't just been terrible, but we're glad we have the nets on because I think we'd be getting bit. We can see the mosquitoes, yeah. Okay, here we are coming up on, this is Lower Rosary Lake. Nice walk in here. The mosquitoes are swarming us. Thankful for our head nets. A beautiful lake. My goodness. So that's Pulpit Rock up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a fish jump. Oh. All right, yeah, beautiful place. Well, we've gotten up to a pretty steep place here.
Almost the highest point of this leg.
We're going to be up, what is it, 6,500 thereabouts?
Yeah.
Well, we've come out on just a gorgeous panorama here. See the Rosary Lakes below us. Odell. Not sure what that lake is in the background. Well, we have diverted off the PCT here for about a quarter mile to get water. This is our last water for what, about 8.5 miles. So we're going to stock up here at Bobby Lake. Gorgeous lake, looks like good water. And it's warming up, it's just a beautiful blue sky day. We're walking kind of to the east of Waldo Lake. Headed 6 miles to Charlton Lake where we're going to be spending the night. We're out here on a pretty big uphill grade. We're going up about 1,000 feet. All challenging. Well, Christine, we made Charlton Lake.
We did.
What do you have to say about today?
Lots of mosquitoes.
Lots of mosquitoes. How far did we come?
18 miles.
18 miles.
Lots of uphill.
Yeah, we climbed over 2,000 feet, right? Vertical feet.
Yeah.
That is
Very pretty.
beautiful lake here. Oh my goodness.
Way bigger than I thought.
Yeah. So we're ready to call it a night here. Okay, here's our camp at Charlton Lake. We had a good night. We slept for what, like 10 hours?
Yeah.
We're kind of rejuvenated this morning. It's a beautiful morning, not too cold. Blue sky, just as good as it gets up here. Well, we're into a burn here, just north of Charlton Lake. Christine said this was 1996, and they're letting it reforest itself naturally. Looks like it's doing pretty good. Kind of a pretty pond out here. You can see why there's so many mosquitoes. They have pretty much unlimited breeding areas here. Well, we're going through just a beautiful forest here. Big, tall, old growth trees. Very lovely. Okay, here we are at Mac Lake. Christine, tell us about the night here.
It's like a plague of mosquitoes, like I know how the Egyptians felt about their flies. Every time you open your tent, you just get a wave of mosquitoes.
It was incredible. I've never seen mosquitoes this bad, but it's kind of the price of admission for coming at this time of year. It's a beautiful lake here. Let's see if you can see some of this here. Just a beautiful clear water lake. There are, I heard something like 1,000 lakes in this area. I think that could be true. I mean, it's just unbelievable. They're everywhere, which makes it good for the mosquitoes. All right, we've got 11.5 miles to go to get out to Elk Lake. come up onto a burn thing here. We think this was pretty recent. No, there was some fire activity in here last summer. Wonder if this might have been it. Well, here we are at beautiful Horseshoe Lake. Well, we've come to an amazing rock pile here. Very impressive. Well, we've got a snake here on the trail. Lovely. Second one of the trip. First one was in the lake when Christine was getting water. Well, we've come out onto a beautiful vista here where we can see Mount Bachelor, and then just panning around here, Broken Top, and then on around is the South Sister. So just pretty great spot here. We can see Elk Lake down in the distance here. So I think we have about 1.25 miles to go. We're getting close here. Okay, all right, it's August 18th, 2018. We are at the Elk Lake Trailhead, getting ready for about, is it 32-mile hike up to McKenzie Pass on the Pacific Crest Trail.
Got my new shoes.
Ooh,
Bright blue, fancy.
Let's see what color they are by the time she ends the hike.
They'll be brown like everybody else's shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, we have reached the PCT up above Elk Lake here. Nice walk up through the trees. Lori's come up here to have a snack with us and drink some of our precious water. Well, we've come up on some spectacular scenery here. The South Sister in front of us, and we're getting a few peeks at the Middle Sister even, and then kind of panning around to the right a little bit is Broken Top. This is Sister's Mirror Lake, and if you look at it just right, you can see the South Sister reflected in the lake surface. It's a little bit of a breeze here, so it's not quite what it could be if it was completely still. Well, we didn't have our geography quite right. This is actually Sister's Mirror Lake right here.
This is more lake-like than...
Yeah. Well, we've come out to a beautiful place here where we can see a great view of the South Sister. Well, we're out walking across this plain of pumice. There's really something else. And we got the South Sister, which is the red-headed sister. Well, we've come out to a beautiful meadow here. It's a mystery how it hasn't rained for months up here, and yet this is green and beautiful. Well, we've come into the burn, and we think this is the fire that was here last year, and there's trees down and things that we're having to work our way through. The trail was closed last year. We had hoped to come further north than we did, but because of this fire, the trail was closed, and on back too, there were other fires. And okay, we've come out to a stream, or down to a stream actually. It's very welcome here. I'll show you. We're gonna tank up with water. Yeah, it's a beautiful little stream. Maybe we got water too soon. Look at this beautiful stream.
Yeah.
It really is a beautiful place here. Spectacular Mount, or South Sister, just a little over 10,000 feet. Well, this is our camp. We've got the beautiful backdrop of the Middle Sister. Had a little bit of smoke come in the night, but it doesn't seem too bad. Well, here we are walking the base of the Middle Sister. We were noticing just how many mountain ridges are up there kind of to the north of the Middle Sister. We're getting a view of Obsidian Falls here. Now we're into this area with just obsidian all over the ground. You can see it shining. Come out to a beautiful stream here. There's just amazing amounts of the obsidian here. Just looking out ahead, this whole slope up here. It's really impressive. Well, we're going to walk through some lava for a while, it looks like here. And there is just square mile after square mile of it up here. It's amazing. Well, this is certainly one of the tougher sections we've ever been on. And we've got quite a climb to get up through here. What do you think, Christine? Well, why don't you tell us about this?
This is a lava canyon. We came from just to the left of that little valley there. Woo!
This, we think, is about the toughest stretch we've been on.
It was tough. Slippery lava rocks, switchbacks, all my favorite things.
Well, it's I think the 19th of August, and amazingly we have some snow here. Okay, so mercifully we figured out that that is not us having to having to climb up out of here. I was sweating that out a little bit too. Okay, well, we're starting down out of the crater country. It's just lava for many miles all around here. Kind of an interesting rock formation there. And we're getting ready to head down. I think we have about 6.5 miles to go. Here we've come out to south, I think it's pronounced Matthew, that's just a guess. Anyway, we're needing some water to finish out our day here in this beautiful lake right here. Well, we're into some pretty tough sledding here. We're only about a mile in the car, but the trails turn really windy and pretty rocky, well, incredibly rocky actually.